Okay, hello everyone. I'm gonna use this video to show you one more example. How could we get swap curve from the spot curve? And I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, if you look at here, the spot curve is given on row 2. And then we want to figure out this swap rate curve. So the first year swap cash flow gonna be, so for the face value we define for the swap contract is $1. So let me just put it here. And the first year swap cash flow gonna be the spot the swap rate curve. Let's just assume it's 1% plus the face value. That's a cash flow. So if you buy a swap, you're gonna receive the swap rate coupon payment plus the face value, and then we're gonna discount it by the spot rate. And sum it up, this should be equals to 1 as a definition of swap curve. So we're gonna use the solver here, and our target cell, we're gonna set this cell as objective. We make the value of this cell equals to 1 by changing swap curve rate. So we're gonna find that for the first year, swap rate curve, swap rate equals to the spot rate. And then we're gonna do the second year. For the second year, again, we assume the swap curve rate for year 2 is 1%. And it will gonna be 1% if the face value is just, 1 times 1 or not. You can skip times 1 this step because times 1 just equals to itself, right? And the second year, it will be this rate times 1 and plus 1. And the present value of the cash flow, we're gonna discount it again by the spot rate. And sum it up, we want to make the value of swap equals to 1. So the price of the swap contract is set as objective, and we want it equals to 1 by changing the swap rate. That's how we get the swap rate for year 2. And we cannot repeat this. For year 3, the rate is gonna be this one times the face value, right? Of course, we can just set it as 1%, so you know you are correct. The calculation is correct. And then the last year, we're gonna need to add this $1. I usually just want to make it fixed. I press F4. So we find out the discounted cash flow or the present value. We discount it by the spot rate. And then sum it up. Again, we're gonna use the solver to make this cell E9 equals to 1. By changing the swap rate. Oops, there's a mistake here. Okay. And then we're gonna keep the solver solution. And for year 4, gonna be this cell times the face value. Of course, we can just give this cell a random number and press F4 to fix the cell. And at the last year, we're gonna add the face value. And then find out the present value. And sum it up and make the price or the sum of all the discounted cash flow equals to 1 by changing D4. And we keep, let me just try one more time. So it's by changing E3. And then we can get the swap rate for t equal to 4. And we can again just keep going. Let's just try to put nothing over here. Do not give a percent number. Again, remember discounted by spot rate. And then finally made this G13 as objective, and we want its value equals to 1 by changing F3. And we're gonna keep this solver solution. And for year 6, again, it's the same thing. And for last year, we're gonna add the face value. And we discount it. Oh, sorry, that's a mistake. We should, the rate we should use G3 instead of G2. And then we're gonna discount it by the spot curve. And sum it up, we want to make this sum of the present value equals to 1 by changing G3. And for year 7, we use the year 7 swap rate times 1 as the cash flow. At the last year, we're gonna add the face value. And then we discount all those cash flows by spot curve. And then we make the last cell equals to 1 by changing H3. So this is basically how we get the swap rate curve from spot rate. If you have any comments on this video, feel free to share your comments, like how to improve it in the comments. Otherwise, that's today's video, and thank you very much for watching.